Well, I am finally back on the Scrambler, filming a vlog. The weather has been just brutal, absolutely brutal. We had a snowstorm here in Georgia. I mean, you guys have probably seen all the news stories. The southeast got hit really hard. We had a foot of snow here. Everything was shut down, and it was like a legitimate foot of snow too. I think, you know, in the past when Atlanta and this area has gotten winter storms, it's like ice. It's a lot of rain that freezes up, freezing rains and stuff. But yeah, this time it was like a foot of snow, and then the temperatures just would not warm up. We were stuck down in the 30s and 40s until the second snow. So this past week we had another snowstorm. I don't know if I'd call it a storm, but for here it was a storm. Yeah, and this one left probably, I don't know, 3 inches of snow in some areas, maybe an inch in others, but it still closed everything down. Snow came in on Wednesday. They closed school for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Can you believe that? 5 days off of school for a tiny little bit of snow. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I don't really feel like going into the city, going downtown, so I think I'm just going to stick to the burbs here, tool around out here in the burbs, as everybody likes to remind me. I live out in the burbs, man. Like, do I really live out in the burbs? Is it really that far? It doesn't seem that far to me. 20 minutes to downtown. Winter time, and you know, that change of seasons is a real thing. But yeah, it's that kind of introspective time where you're around the house doing creative stuff. You can't really get out and be as physical. I feel like that even more so, you know, living here in Georgia now, because I would spend 3 out of every 4 weekends in Colorado up on the mountain. Just snowboarding and getting into the snow, playing in the snow. Whereas now, it's not the case. It's not the case at all. And so yeah, I just think spring is like that. Everybody's doing the spring cleaning, the beach bod, get ready. It's like January comes to New Year's resolutions, and then May is like the dust them off and remember that those were a thing. And then, you know, everybody does the summer thing, which is like people's kids are out of school and folks are going on holiday. And it's kind of like I think it's like the busy season in many businesses, because it's like everybody's doing stuff, jazzed to be spending money, you know, just middle of the year. Yeah, but here we are, riding around the city, doing a little moto vlogging. But yeah, you know, wintertime, man, it's a creative time for me. And in a certain way, that's... Oh, I thought he was going to turn. The frustrating part about it being a creative time is that I really can't film any vlogs. I mean, this is a great creative outlet for me, and the weather's just been atrocious. You know, I came into... Came into Atlanta. I came into Atlanta thinking I would get this, you know, full year riding season. I still remember I came into Atlanta for my interview maybe February, and I was driving to the interview in this giant red F-150 that I got from the rental car company, because they were out of like little economy cars and stuff. And I heard this sound and I was like, I think I recognize that. It sounds like a Ducati. And it was a Ducati Monster. This guy was riding his Ducati Monster around in February because the weather was so nice. And I thought, yeah, I'll take the good weather. Yeah, we're going to blow out some eardrums here in a second. What? We're going to blow out some eardrums. I think for a lot of folks, motorcycles and introspection go hand in hand because, you know, when you're out on a bike and you're doing high speed, riding around this kind of traffic, off-road with the rocks concentrating, it takes you into a space where your conscious mind goes away and there's a presence of being that's not always there. I think it's particularly busy today because everybody's been dying to get out of the house, and finally the weather's let up enough for them to do so. Good to be back on the Scrambler. Good to be back on the Scrambler. I have a new suspension coming, ordered from, I think YSS is based out of Thailand. So ordered by a company that's run out of the Netherlands, by a company that's headquartered in Thailand. And who knows where the things get manufactured. I think they get manufactured in Thailand, but hard to know these days. Could be anywhere. Yeah, here we go. I think there's something about getting out in the crowd like this, where all the people are at, that I enjoy. I mean, I don't always enjoy. I consider myself a type B extrovert. You know, like, I really recharge with that alone energy, but at the same time, I like talking to people and being out with people, and there's just something about bumping elbows with people that feels good. I think our culture today is very we live in like this isolationist culture where everybody is literally living in one another's digital living rooms 24/7 through Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and all the stuff, even my YouTube channel. But at the same time, you just can't reach out and talk to people. You can't know people. I mean, you just spend all your time alone, and there's something so isolating and just depressing about that I enjoy getting out and just, you know, being around other humans at times. I don't enjoy traffic. I don't enjoy crowds, you know, but every once in a while it's just nice to just be out and see humans, see life. I think motorcycles can be very isolating in that sense, you know, but they also can bring you into a community because you're with other people that like bikes and you can ride with other folks even when you're alone. I think they can be both. But sometimes it's good to get out of the house on a nice day like today and just go for a ride, find the crowded area with all the young people, do a little people watching, just enjoy your life a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'll get on the camera and I just don't know what I want to talk about. I think today is one of those days. I mean, I'm sure those of you who have watched some of my videos have come to realize that I have things to say, but for the most part my videos are focused around events in and of themselves and much less focused on the vlogging piece. Ooh, watch out, Eric. And pedos. Pedestrians, as I call them, pedos. want to say with as much sincerity and without it coming off like it's bullshit as possible. Thank you to everybody who's watching this right now, and anybody who's subscribed to my channel, anybody who does subscribe. You know, I started this channel back in 2011 because I was going on a road trip, and honestly, I had started watching Baron Von Grumble with the Baron Von Nightmare episode, and man, that was so long ago, you know. He really inspired me to like get a camera and film some of my adventures, because I was like, well, you know, I want to film them, because what's the point in doing all this epic stuff if you're not sharing it with people? I think a big part about being a person is just being a storyteller and sharing those experiences. I loved watching his videos. I still love watching his videos because I get to go on these amazing adventures, and I never have to, you know, leave my office or leave, you know, the sofa in my house. Not that I don't want to leave it and go have those adventures, but there's just, you know, in 10 minutes, we all get to see something that took somebody else thousands of dollars and all this effort and time and writing, and it's incredible. It's amazing. So I just wanted to share it, and I wanted to save it for myself so I could look back on it. And here I am, you know, what has it been, 6 years now, with a channel that's gone nowhere and doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers, and I love it. I don't care. I've got some of you guys who are very loyal, and I know you watch every video. You guys comment all the time. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I met my buddy in Colorado through the Triumph Rat forum. I met another guy in Colorado because I saw him in the store with tires in his hands, with wheels in his hands with tires, getting his tires swapped. And I was doing the same thing, and I was like, those look like scrambler tires. I gotta talk to this guy. They were. He gave me his business card. We're good friends now. And I met in Atlanta through the YouTube channel. I met a guy who was in Nashville. Now he's down in New Orleans through the YouTube channel. You know, I've met some folks on Instagram. It's awesome. I appreciate that people that reach out. You guys reach out to me. I reach out to folks via YouTube and the forums and all the other platforms, because talking about the isolation, you know, it's not isolating if you're reaching out to people and you build a community in real life off of your digital life. And so, anyways, guys, I really appreciate everybody. Just thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. A sincere thank you from me as we go into 2018 and all the new adventures start up. And yeah, I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe. Do it now.